So here's the thing, Lewis Hamilton might have just cracked the code, and I'm not talking about some minor tweak or another boring round of simulator tests. No, this feels bigger, like game-changing big. After weeks of chasing answers, wrestling with a car that just wouldn't behave, Hamilton and Ferrari might have finally found the secret formula they've been hunting for. And where did it happen? Not on the track, not in some high-pressure qualifying lap, but right there in the simulator. It's almost like Hamilton stumbled upon the Formula 1 version of a classic cheat code, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. Except this time, it's for real. I mean, if Hamilton shows up at Suzuka and just breezes past everyone like he's unlocked some hidden god mode, I wouldn't even be surprised. Just imagine him casually sipping tea while overtaking Verstappen like, "Oh, excuse me, coming through." Ferrari has been desperate for a breakthrough, and Hamilton's been just as hungry to prove that he's still the guy who can take on anyone, anywhere, and now it looks like they've found something that might actually do the trick. But here's the catch, it's all still just theory until it hits the track. That's the beauty and the brutality of Formula 1, right? You can prepare, plan, and simulate until you're blue in the face, but until those wheels hit the real pavement, it's all just a wild guess. So the question is, did Hamilton and Ferrari really find the magic fix? Or are they just setting themselves up for another brutal reality check when the lights go out in Japan? But let's rewind a bit and talk about what actually pushed Ferrari and Hamilton to go full mad scientist mode in the simulator. See, Ferrari's been wrestling with this ridiculously touchy beast of a car, the SF25, and by touchy, I mean if you so much as breathe near the suspension settings, it throws a tantrum. The main problem? It's super sensitive to ride height changes, which makes it unstable, especially through those high-speed corners where you need it to just grip and go. Instead, it's been wobbling around like a shopping cart with a wonky wheel, and when you're trying to keep up with the likes of Red Bull and Verstappen, that's just not going to cut it. So, Ferrari's engineers went into overdrive. We're talking 20 different configurations tested in the simulator within just 2 weeks. At this point, they've been so obsessed with cracking the code, they've probably forgotten what daylight even looks like. Seriously, the simulator rooms basically become their new natural habitat. They're probably in there with pizza boxes stacked like trophies and coffee cups with names scribbled on them like they're rare collectibles. But Hamilton loved it. He's been feeding off Ferrari's desperation and obsession, turning it into motivation. The guy's been diving headfirst into the simulator work himself, tweaking, adjusting, and fine-tuning every little detail like he's trying to build the perfect race car from scratch. And you know what? He's loving the grind. Because if there's one thing Hamilton thrives on, it's proving people wrong and turning impossible situations around. It's like giving a master chef a kitchen full of random ingredients and watching him whip up a 5-star meal. After all those late-night simulator sessions and relentless tinkering, Ferrari finally stumbled onto something that actually worked. And by stumbled, I mean a breakthrough that had them all acting like they just cracked the code to a secret treasure map. The magic trick? Stabilizing downforce. Sounds fancy, but really, it was all about perfecting the balance through some serious tweaking of the suspension geometry, damper rates, anti-roll bars, and vertical stiffness. They were fine-tuning everything, like a teenager obsessively adjusting their gaming setup. No, the chair needs to be 1 millimeter higher, and I need my lucky snacks nearby. Seriously, at this rate, if you told me one of those engineers had a lucky wrench they refused to work without, I'd believe it. But here's the kicker. Hamilton wasn't just sitting back and letting the engineers do all the work. He was deep in it, adding his own personal touch to the setup. He pushed for a modified suspension package tailored to his driving style, demanded improvements to the steering wheel system for better control, and even insisted on enhancing floor stiffness management to keep the car planted through those tricky high-speed corners. Basically, Hamilton was remixing Ferrari's setup like a DJ trying to drop the perfect beat. And when he finally got everything dialed in just right, you could tell he was itching to get on the track and put it all to the test. But here's the funny part. When Ferrari finally got everything sorted, the engineers were so hyped you'd think they just discovered how to make the car fly. Meanwhile, Hamilton's like, yeah, cool, but can it beat Verstappen? It's that relentless drive that makes Hamilton who he is. Always looking for the next edge, the next improvement, the next way to be just that bit better than everyone else. As the Japanese Grand Prix draws closer, the excitement starts to build. Hamilton's improvements on the track aren't just ideas or theories anymore. They're about to be put to the ultimate test at one of the most demanding circuits in Formula 1, Suzuka. It's a place where every little mistake can cost you dearly, and Hamilton, with his focus and determination, is eager to see how these changes will play out in real-world conditions. At the same time, Ferrari's newfound confidence after recent upgrades has given them a new edge, making the upcoming race even more thrilling. thrilling. But let's not forget, Suzuka is no walk in the park. It's like the Formula One version of Dark Souls, beautiful yet brutal, and if you're not on your game, it's guaranteed to ruin your day. Whether it's the technical corners or the unpredictable weather, Suzuka demands perfection, and it will be the true test for both Hamilton and the entire grid. So all eyes are on him as we get closer to this iconic race. As Hamilton gets ready to tackle Suzuka, the potential impact of his strong performance goes beyond just this race. If he delivers a great result in Japan, it could shift Ferrari's strategy for the rest of the season. They might start focusing more on Hamilton's driving style, which could mean making adjustments to the car that suit him better. This could change the dynamic within the team, and it might even lead to Ferrari prioritizing Hamilton's needs over those of Charles Leclerc. Now you can imagine Leclerc's reaction to all this. He's probably thinking, great, now Hamilton's the new teacher's pet. Next, they'll give him a golden steering wheel. It's all in good fun, but this shift in focus could have some serious consequences for the team's future strategy and how they approach the rest of the races. Everyone will be watching closely to see how things play out. As we wrap up, Hamilton's progress in the simulator shows real promise, and it could mean big things for his performance at the Japanese Grand Prix. The improvements he's made are setting him up for what could be his big comeback. But Suzuka is no easy task. So the question is this Hamilton's moment to finally unlock the full potential of the SF25? Or is Suzuka about to give him a reality check with a side of extra wasabi? We'd love to hear what you think, so drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest updates. After all, you wouldn't want to miss the next episode of Ferrari's thrilling show. Will it work, or will it burst into flame?